Magic with the best of the 60s, 70s and more.
Next.
This is Magic 1161 Breakfast.
After 8 this morning, going to be joined by Joe McElderry, X Factor winner, pop star to opera star.
Good morning, Joe.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good. I'm very well.
I love the accent. Straight away. Love the accent.
Is it still really strong though? Because I always think it kind of seems to have watered down, but then whenever I leave Newcastle, everybody goes, God, your accent's so strong.
What? Sorry, it was just a noise. I'm only joking. Now, Joe McElderry. Now, are you Joe McElderry pop star or Joe McElderry opera star?
Well, the new album's kind of, I would say, pop.
Yeah.
It's kind of middle-of-the-road pop, ballads, mid-tempo, songs that I've written.
Yes.
Which is very exciting.
Yeah, you must be pretty proud about that.
It's the first album I've wrote songs for, so I'm really excited. And the first single, Here's What I Believe.
Title track.
Yeah, which is out now, actually. Yeah, it's out now.
You can
download it now, and that's the one I've wrote as well, which is really exciting.
And you wrote it with Marcella, didn't you?
Yeah, Marcella Detroit, which was pretty...
Exciting.
Marcella Detroit and Gav from the band Uncle.
All right.
We did a writing camp together, and we wrote it really, really quickly, actually. We kind of started off as a conversation of how we were annoyed at people who cheated on people,
right,
and cheated on their partners, and why people weren't just honest, and then it all just kind of and it was in a song. It's like a conversation in a song.
So do you think to yourself, this songwriting, like, it's easy, it's a doddle?
Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really hard. It depends what's going on in your life, I think, and what personal experience you're having at the time, and also what you're writing about, because some things are really easy to write about,
yes,
and then other things you've got to be really clever with it. So that was quite an easy one. There was a few bits of it we were like, what do we do here? What do we say here? But most of it was quite plain sailing, to be honest.
Is it one of these instances where you're just walking about and something will come to you like that?
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
It happens to me a lot on the train.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm ever going on the train back to Newcastle or down to London, or if I'm on the plane back to Newcastle, or if I'm travelling, I just start sitting writing things in my phone on my laptop. And writing things down, because it does come to you at the weirdest times, and all it takes is for somebody to say something like a saying,
yes,
and then you think, I could write a song about that,
yeah,
and then you're like, right, I need a piece of paper right now. And it's yeah,
I'm exactly the same actually with my iPhone, because I was on a holiday last week. Wherever I went, if I saw something, funny shop sign or something, straight away I get it out.
Yeah.
And my other half says,
totally.
what are you doing? I'm just making it up,
It is, that's when it comes, the little bursts that grab your attention, and that's how you grab people's attention in a song, yeah.
That's what it is, isn't it? Now, we all know you from the X Factor, but then you was pop star to opera star, and your voice has proved how powerful it is now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit of a risk to do, that show.
It was, yeah.
Because I didn't really know what I was going to sound like when I signed up for it, and also I didn't know what people of that show were going to think of me. You know, I kind of knew I had a fan base from X Factor, but not from there. So it was quite and doing the album, the classic album, I was thinking, like, is it going to frighten people who were there before the show?
Yes.
Is it going to, like, put people off who watched the show because they might not like it? But it worked out really well. And I'm glad I did that now, because I've got so much more material and diverse material now that I can perform in a show, which is really exciting. And I think the experience I had with that album and last year has really, really helped vocally with this album. And I think this album shows a lot of growth because of last year.
Were you a fan of classical music yourself before?
Not really, if I'm honest, no.
I mean,
didn't really listen to it. There was certain songs, you know, like I'd heard, like Andrea Bocelli when he did The Prayer with Celine Dion, like the really commercial stuff. Yeah. But anything else, like some of the songs on the album, Canto de la Terra, obviously I knew Time to Say Goodbye.
Yes.
But some of them I didn't know.
How's your Italian now then?
So we've actually got an Italian pop song on the new album.
So it's all coming together.
Yeah, called A Pensate, which is a really old Italian pop song. And we put a little bit of a modern twist on it. So I'm excited for people to hear that one.
So when you go to Pizza Express, the menu's a Donald for you then, isn't it?
Do you know, I can't speak it though. I can only sing it. I can't speak it. I have to learn it phonetically.
All right.
Unfortunately, I wish I could speak it.
Now, the album has got some great tracks. Now, you mentioned, obviously, the title track, Here's What I Believe, which you've co-written yourself. But there's some wonderful cover versions on there as well. Something's gotten a hold of my heart. I adore that song.
Yeah, well, I think there's about 6 or 7 originals.
Yeah.
And then a few covers as well.
Yeah.
And with the covers, because I'd started doing the songwriting and kind of, you know, exploring my own kind of creative mind. I wanted to make the covers a little bit different.
Yes.
You know, so that it wasn't what people expected.
Yeah.
So we picked songs that people probably wouldn't expect me to cover. And if they did expect us to cover, it would be a totally different version. So Something's Gotta Hold My Heart is like made into this massive, huge ballad.
Oh, wow.
Like, we've stripped it right back, so that you probably, when it first starts, you know the sound of it, but you're kind of like, oh, what?
Yeah.
It's not until a couple of beats in where you realise what it is. And then, When I Need You, you know, that we've made that a little bit different. There's a few on there that we've, because I wanted to twist it up a little bit and show that, you know, I'm grown as an artist and kind of creatively changing things.
You sound very passionate about this album. You really,
I feel like it's my little baby because I've been working on it since January. And I think doing the songwriting and I've really been creatively involved in this one. You know, like from day one of the meetings, we've sat in 3-hour meetings looking through demos that people have sent for me to record, from songwriters to, you know, musician, like everything. It's been a long process, but it's been really good, and I kind of feel like I've been away from everything. I've done no TV. I've done like the few odd shows here and there. I've literally locked myself away and had no distraction. So it's been great. It's been a long process, but I feel really refreshed.
And you've not got that long to wait. Was it 10th, isn't it?
10th of September it's out.
So a couple of weeks it's going to be out.
I am nervous.
Really?
Yeah. It's even though it's the 4th album, it's still that nerve. It's a mixture of nerves, excitement, and like desperation for wanting people to hear it. Because for so long you're like, oh, I'm desperate for it to just put it out there and everybody will hear. And it's that having that patience, and then it's kind of just as it's about to come out, you're like, actually, I don't want them to hear it yet. I'm not sure I'm ready. You know, it's a mixture of all sorts of things. It's weird.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't fret. I bet you're probably more nervous now than you were X Factor night, are you?
I feel more relaxed in what I do in my job.
Yeah.
But I think the more and more, the further you get into your career, I feel like although the pressure's taken off you a bit, there's a more personal pressure because you want to keep better, and I want to keep getting better. I don't want to kind of plateau and just kind of keep on the same thing. I want to show that I'm growing, I'm developing, and vocally I'm getting better and better. So I put a personal pressure on myself to make myself better. So I don't think it's a public pressure. I think it's more of a personal pressure. I just need to get rid of that, really.
You're very tough on yourself. Very tough on yourself. Now, we know you do a lot of charity stuff as well. Like, obviously you're doing the Great North Run. And I noticed you did Sunday for Sammy this year.
I did, yes.
You
know that?
I do. Well, Outfitters Pet is one of my all-time favourite programs.
Wow, yeah.
And Sammy Johnson obviously was in a couple of episodes. And he played Stick, didn't he, in Spender?
Yeah.
And I do follow that because of the Jimmy Neal connection.
Well, I know Tim Healy and Denise Welch really well.
Yes.
He's
got a good voice, hasn't he?
Yeah. From mutual friends and from doing Loose Women when I've been promoting my album and things. And they asked if I would take part in it, and I said, you know, I'll be there if I'm not working. You know, if I'm not another commitment, I'll do it. I went along and I think I did like a 5-song set of 4 songs. It was a great day to be a part of.
I bet it was really fun.
And the audience were fabulous, and just everybody was just there to have fun and raise money for charity, and I think they raised thousands, so it's always great. You know, that's the one thing I love about this job, is to be able to use the kind of profile to raise money. That's the best feeling ever.
They've done it for a few years, and you can get the DVDs of some of the early ones now.
Yeah, I think there's a new DVD out of the one I've just done as well.
That'll be coming out as well, and it's wonderful. As we said, Tim Healy has not got a bad voice.
It's great. He did a duet with a local girl called Lorraine Crosby, who was actually the original singer on the Meatloaf track.
Song, I'd Do Anything for Love.
Yes, and they sang that together, and it was incredible. So good.
That's Dennis from Outfitters Pet singing up there. You should remember
He's great. He rocks out.
Oh, excellent. Well, best of luck with this. It comes out, as we say, on the 10th of September.
Yes.
But the single, the title track, Here's What I Believe, you can get online now.
You can download it on iTunes right now,
Get there, get it downloaded, have a little listen to it. I cannot wait to hear Something's Gotten a Hold of My Heart as well. You've really sold it to me now.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad.
I'll be queuing outside the HMV on the 10th of September to listen to that track. Joe, all the best with this, fella.
Thank you.
And good luck with the Great North Run.
Thank you, and thanks for your time today.